Hey everyone, ever get kind of impatient waiting for like a package? You know it's out there somewhere, but you have zero idea when it'll actually show up. So today we're doing a deep dive on end-to-end supply chain visibility. It's like, imagine if you could track your online order
hmm
with like the same detail as like a pizza delivery.
Yeah. It's like having this total transparency, right? You see the journey of a product from its very beginning with like the raw materials
Yeah.
all the way to like when it gets delivered to your front door.
So it's the whole thing, not
Okay.
just that last mile delivery part.
Exactly. And actually, the really cool thing is that it's not just about knowing where stuff is, it's about getting all these benefits. Benefits for businesses. Take efficiency, for example. There was this McKinsey study that found that companies that have end-to-end visibility can actually reduce stockouts. Stockouts by like up to 80%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just imagine your business avoiding all those lost sales
Yeah.
and like all those frustrated customers because you know exactly when a really important shipment is going to arrive.
That's a huge difference. No more like scrambling to find missing parts or dealing with annoying production delays. I can see how this would be a total game changer.
And it's even more than that. Like, just imagine a car manufacturer avoiding a really expensive production halt because they know when that shipment is coming in,
Yeah.
all thanks to real-time tracking.
So it's like a perfectly synced up orchestra, but with deliveries, making sure everything gets there when it's supposed to. But what about the cost of it all?
Well, think about like a grocery store that knows exactly how much produce to order based on like real-time demand and even like upcoming weather patterns. They can cut down on waste so much, keep the shelves fully stocked with the freshest items, and then they can pass those savings on to their customers.
Makes sense. And everyone loves happy customers.
Absolutely. Knowing when your new phone will arrive, no more waiting around wondering. And if there is a delay, businesses can tell their customers what's up and keep them in the loop and happy. And also, we can't forget about risk management. Supply chain visibility is like having a backup plan ready. If suddenly a supplier can't deliver, or if a natural disaster messes things up.
So you're not caught off guard. You can adapt quickly. Okay, we've totally established this is amazing, but how does it work in practice?
Well, there are a few key pieces that make this magic happen. Real-time tracking and monitoring are essential. It's like GPS on delivery trucks, RFID tags on every single product. And even those sensors you can connect to the internet that monitor things like temperature and humidity.
That sounds super high tech. It's like having eyes and ears everywhere,
Hmm.
watching every step of the process.
Right. And it's not just about gathering the data, it's about making sense of it all. That's where data integration and analytics come in, bringing information together from tons of different sources, like your warehouse management system, your transportation network, even social media trends, to create a complete picture of your whole supply chain.
It's like a giant jigsaw puzzle that's constantly updating.
I like that.
And everyone has access to the same information
Yeah.
instead of working in silos. So
Sure.
they can make smart decisions and collaborate better.
Exactly. It's like a platform where everyone involved in the whole supply chain, from your suppliers to your retail partners, can talk and share information instantly. It's like a shared control tower, giving everyone this bird's eye view
Yeah.
of like the whole operation.
I love that. It's like everyone's using the same playbook to make sure everything runs smoothly and in sync. But what about staying ahead of the curve? Can we actually predict disruptions?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's where the real power of all this data comes in. Predictive analytics and machine learning let businesses see what's coming and spot potential issues. Imagine your business knowing that one of your suppliers in like a specific region might get hit by a hurricane, and then you can just reroute shipments ahead of time.
Whoa, that's crazy. It's like a crystal ball for your supply chain,
Yeah.
letting you make those strategic decisions before anything bad happens. Okay,
Ah,
I'm convinced this is the future. But how do we actually make it happen?
well, there are some important strategies. First, you got to figure out what you're aiming for. Like, what are your goals for this whole visibility thing? Do you want to make deliveries faster, cut down on waste, be better at handling disruptions?
Like planning a road trip, right?
hmm
Got to know where you're going before you can figure out how to get there.
Exactly. Once you know your destination, then you can get the right tools for the job. This might be software for real-time tracking, platforms for analyzing data, or even special sensors for your products.
So it's about picking the best tool for each task. Kind of like you wouldn't use a hammer to screw in a light bulb.
Yeah.
But even with the best tools, you still need a skilled team to use them
Oh,
properly.
yeah, for sure. Collaboration and communication are super key. You got to break down those walls in your organization and create this culture of transparency where everyone's sharing information and working together. It's like a sports team. Everyone knows their role, they communicate well, And they support each other to reach that common goal.
And like any sports team, they need training to be the best.
Absolutely. You have to invest in training and development for your employees. They need to know how to use these new systems and understand the data to make good decisions. It's like giving them the playbook and making sure they know all the plays. And then just like a coach who reviews game footage, businesses got to monitor and evaluate how they're doing. This means tracking all the important metrics, analyzing the data, and making changes along the way.
So it's not just a set it and forget it kind of deal.
Nope. You need to keep checking in and improving to get the most out of these systems.
It's total sense.
But of course, there are always some challenges. A big one is data security and privacy. We're talking about sensitive information here. So protecting it from hackers is super important.
Especially these days. Data breaches are a big deal. So what can businesses do to keep their supply chain data safe?
They need to put strong cybersecurity measures in place. Things like encryption, multi-factor authentication, and regular security audits. It's like having a super high-tech security system for all your supply chain data, with layers of protection to keep those cyber criminals out. Another challenge is making those new technologies work with the old ones. Lots of companies have software they've been using forever, and making everything work together can be tricky.
It's like putting a brand new engine
Yeah.
into an old car. You got to find a way to make them work together.
Exactly. And then there's scalability. As your business grows, your supply chain is going to get more complex. So you need tech that can handle all that growth, more data, more transactions, without slowing you down, like a recipe that you can easily double or triple to feed more people without sacrificing quality.
Okay, so we've talked about all the good stuff, the tech, the challenges. But like, what does it all actually mean? Why should anyone care about all this supply chain visibility stuff?
Well, the interesting thing is, it's not just some business concept. It could really affect like every part of our lives. Think about the clothes you wear, the food you eat, your phone or laptop. All that stuff relies on these huge, complicated global supply chains. With better visibility, we can make sure those products are safer, more sustainable, and cheaper too.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
It's easy to just like not think about it. But there's this whole hidden world of stuff happening.
Exactly. And when we have more transparency, we can start to understand the real cost of the things we buy, like not just the money, but the environmental impact too. Imagine being able to track your coffee beans from the farm where they were grown all the way to your coffee cup. You could see if they used fair labor practices and if they're using sustainable farming.
Wow, that's a great example. It really shows how this tech can give consumers more power to make good choices.
And it's even bigger than that. Think about global issues, like making sure everyone has enough food or access to medicine. If we can see the whole supply chain, we can get those important resources where they need to go.
It's amazing to think this tech could help with those problems.
It's a really exciting time to be talking about this stuff, and I think everyone should think about how this whole end-to-end visibility thing could change the industries they're interested in.
All right, everyone. We've covered a lot today. We talk about how this tech works and how it could change industries and even help with global issues.
It's been a really interesting deep dive. I hope everyone listening has learned something new about how important supply chain visibility is.
For sure. To finish up, let's leave you with a question. How do you think end-to-end supply chain visibility will change your life in the next 5 or 10 years? Will you be able to see where your food comes from? Will you know more about the companies you buy from and how sustainable they are?
There are so many possibilities, and the more we learn about these systems, the better we can make supply chains work for everyone.
That's it for our deep dive into end-to-end supply chain visibility. Hope you enjoyed our little journey into the world of logistics and tech and learned about how they can affect our lives. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep those brains working.